Base, I fucking hate you. What's up, Busan? What's going on, boys? Are you guys ready for some more exciting, exhilarating, high octane, really damn cool Luigi's Mansion? I am. Oh boy, on howdy. I can't wait to defeat every enemy the same fucking way with the same mechanic, suck ghosts up by their fucking assholes and slam them around senseless. What's going on, guys? I haven't been playing off stream. I haven't played off stream at all. Why would I ever play this off stream? Well, if it's my spare time, why would I ever play Luigi's Mansion on my spare time? Why would I ever do that? Let's think about that for a moment.
OMG, you are smiling and playing Luigi's Mansion.
I'm not I wasn't smiling because I was playing Luigi's Mansion. I was smiling because I was talking to my chat, and there's lots of friends in the chat right now, and I'm just happy to see some friends. Okay, it has nothing to do with fucking Luigi's Mansion. And again, this game bores the ever living fuck out of me. It really does. Like, look at what I'm doing. I'm literally blowing a fucking, like, air hose into a tuba in a toilet to get money out of another toilet. Like, this game is just kookly as fuck, man. I just... Because all I'm doing this whole game so far, like...
If there is a mucus version of Luigi, then it stands to reason that there would be a semen version as well.
Who the fuck said that? Base. Hold up. Come here talking about no wild shit like that, man. Come on, dude. I lost my train of thought. What the fuck was I about to say? I timed him for 20 seconds. He's free. That degenerate is fucking free. But it's like, once I see what I need to interact with or something like that, it's like, the puzzle itself is easy. And it's not like it was fun figuring it out. It's like, oh, I blow into this and I get Luigi to blow into that. Whoa! Problem solving! You know what I mean? Like, that's not... Oh, what's up, brother? Like, that's not fucking problem solving. That's not puzzles. Aight. Oh, no. I know you weren't saying that they're hard. I'm just saying, like I understand. Like, I think you guys are thinking that I'm expecting this, like, action type game. Like, no, I understand what Luigi's Mansion is like. I understand it's slower pace. It's about the puzzles and finding the nooks and crannies. I just don't think it does any of those things in interesting, fun ways. That's all. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I don't find it particularly interesting or intriguing or fun at all. But hey, it's not Death Stranding. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing with my life right now, dude. Look at this kookly shit. This man in a fucking tutu and doing fucking pirouettes at me and shit. And I'm sucking them in the asshole with a toilet plunger. Like, this is really some people's game of the year. This shit's crazy. Look how exciting. Okay, you guys see how exciting this is. Like, you guys are scooping this, right? Like, I said I'd stop complaining. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Hey, turn around! What are you doing, you stupid fuck? Dude, these controls. These controls are fucking ass. I'm dying because of the fucking controls. I don't know what it is whenever, like, it's time to aim or something. This game just fucking derps. This game is easy. I only got hit so much there because of the fucking controls. I couldn't fucking attack him. Whenever I'm trying to... Oh, shit. I looked at chat. Whenever I'm trying to, like, aim and move at the same time and stuff, I don't know. Like, just the controls just... They just end up not making sense to me. It's the only reason why I'm low. This game is easy as... I wasn't paying attention. This game is easy as horseshit, dude. I gotta stop reading chat. Newsflash, bitch! So dying doesn't matter? So y'all remember when I said this game is Kirby's Epic Yarn? Y'all remember when I said that? It's Kirby's Epic Yarn, dude. This game is easy as shit. I told you the controls just fucking... The controls are what got me fucked. Y'all saw me, like, spazzing the vacuum around like a freaking idiot? Y'all saw that, right? Like, what the fuck is going on with this aiming? It was the bone. See, it's not difficult. As long as I can fucking aim my flashlight charge. Guys, this is fucking exhilarating. Man, this is wow. I'm blown away right now. I'm fucking flabbergasted. This game's amazing. This game's fucking incredible. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest. I keep saying I'm gonna stop talking shit about it, but I'm gonna. Oh shit. I'm gonna be honest. I can't remember the last time I was this bored playing a game. I can't. I am so incredibly bored, dude. Yes! We did it! We sucked his asshole! Oh boy, man, that was exhilarating. Boy on howdy, I'm so glad they made Luigi's Mansion 3 and not a new F-Zero. I'm so happy. I'm so happy they gave us a third. And all you do is just suck and suck and suck. Like you suck more in this game than Tenacity sucks his own dick. Like, just go around cleaning out every room, just sucking everything in sight. Fuck Toad. Like, don't get me wrong. Back in, like, the Super Mario Kart days on the Super Nintendo, Toad was my guy. But, like, I understand playing Toad in, you know, the Mario Kart games because he actually offers something, you know? Like, oh, shit. Oh! I can use him. Oh, damn. I was hoping I could, like, hurt him or something. I want to hurt Toad so bad because he pisses me off. Look at him. He's so happy his head is getting sucked on. Look at him. That's Tenacity's face when he's sucking his own dick. What did Tenacity... What do you mean what did Tenacity do? Tenacity sucks his own dick. It's not about anything he's done recently. I'm just saying, you know, playing Luigi's Mansion, a game where you have to suck a lot, it just sometimes it reminds me of Tenacity. What's up, Tenacity? We were just talking about you, man. I was just talking about how, like, I think this game was made for you and people like you. It's better than Smash 4. Like, it supports competitive play in the sense that the engine is good, right? Like, the engine is good for competitive play, generally speaking. Like, speed-wise, you know, the speed, the tactile feedback of, you know, characters hitting each other, you know, stuff like that. Like, all that stuff's good. Just the problem with Ultimate is, well, not that it's the only problem, but as far as like competitively, 99% of the problem with that game is just how characters are designed. The engine is honestly good. It's the second best engine we've had, of course, behind Melee for competitive play. The engine is good. The problem is that characters are just designed so fucking poorly. The character designs are whack in that game, dude. Exciting puzzles. Oh, yeah, I'm Luigi. I was overthinking the fuck out of that. I was like, how do I get this drawbridge open? Lesbian Mario 3. What? Lesbian Mario? The fuck do you mean, brother? Guys, that wasn't me not being able to figure out a puzzle. The point is that I thought it was a puzzle and it wasn't a puzzle at all. That wasn't a fucking puzzle. Daphne is better than Velma. Daphne's a basic bitch. The fuck? Daphne basic as fuck. So you know what Daphne is? Daphne is like, she's one of those people, like, she's only good for like a fling, right? Like one night stand type shit. Now Velma, that's wifey mature. You wife a woman like that. Hey, you know she's slinging it around. Y'all really think she legit getting kidnapped every single time they gotta rescue her from the monster? Like she just so happens to be the one to get kidnapped every single time? No. No. She's throwing that pussy around like a boomerang, dude. Come on, man. We're smarter than that. I knew that as a fucking kid. I knew that before I had my first fucking hard on. Like, well, well before my puberty. You know what I mean? What is this, Velma slander? It's not slander. It's not slander if it's true. Velma's basic. That's just facts. Velma's one of those typical girls where it's like, oh yeah, you know, she's hot. You know, she like she's the type of character that's supposed to portray like your typical like high school popular girl. Like, oh, you know, really hot, nice body, but there's no substance there. You know what I mean? Zero substance. And you know she'd be slinging around the cat. She'd be slinging around the kitty. You know she do. She's the type of girl, like, she always wants some shoes, right? Some heels and shit. If you don't go above and beyond and, like, take her to the fucking moon on her birthday, she's gonna have a fucking attitude. She's gonna be like, oh, why don't you get that for me? Why don't you treat me like that, right? Now, see, Velma's the type of woman, right? Like, oh, babe, I know you had a hard day at work. Like, I'm gonna cook you some food. I'm gonna get you some dinner, right? She's gonna come in the room with a plate. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's gonna suck your dick without asking. She's gonna want kids, be very nurturing with the kids, you know what I mean? Very supportive. She's gonna support your ambitions and your goals. Daphne don't want none of that. She just wants you to be a money provider for her shenanigans, right? And her exploits and shit. You know what I mean? That's all Daphne wants. Tell me I'm lying. Oh, did I mix them? You guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Speaking of the patch and the buffs and stuff, can someone tell me why? Can someone tell me why they reduced the vulnerability for Incineroar's neutral B? Why did they make Incineroar's neutral B safer? Why? Why? And it lasts longer too. That is one of the safest, most unga bunga frame 3, active for 50 frames and has like 50 frames of arm intangibility. It's one of the dumbest unga bunga moves in the game, where the risk already did not match the reward at all. You got a really good reward for very little risk. And now they drop the risk more. And increase the reward. Why? I like... And then they gave him knockback buffs like... This character's already robbing stocks at like 50%. Why does he need knockback buffs? They really gave knockback buffs to K. Rool and Incineroar. They gave knockback buffs to characters that are already the hardest hitting characters in the game. Why are they... And DK. They buffed some of DK's knockbacks as well. It's like, these are heavyweights. They already hit hard as fuck. We live in a world where they are buffing people who can already delete stocks at 50%. And I'm sitting here with Sheik down smashing people at 140. And they're living. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got the wrong characters, dude. Like,
Smash Ultimate, baby.
She said that so funny. Like, what the fuck? Thanks for the 100 so rude.
Bro, he's ne'er crazy now, not high tier OBV being hyperbolic, but he got crazy buff. He could do well against top tiers. I think he would be high tier.
But that's the problem, right? It's still like the top half of the roster still dicks him regardless of the changes. But yeah, that Nair buff was really good. They shaved like what, like 5 frames off that thing or something like that? Like 4 or 5, something crazy like that. I don't believe they're buffing based off of the online anymore. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Because the characters that they buffed are some of the most prevalent characters that perform well online. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way like DK has a really low win rate online. You know what I mean? There's no way Kirby has a low win rate online. Hurricane, if you ever do that, you're instantly demodded and banned. Straight out of my shit. But yeah, you guys know how people are. You guys know how incels and kids are, right? Like, everyone got Melee back in the day. They would do Peach's forward tilt, right? Pause the game, tilt the camera, like, oh, let's see what's going on under there. Everybody either did that or knows someone who did that. Like, let's be honest. Everybody did that as a kid. Yo, he was winding that shit up. Did y'all see that, man? I was going to see if I could do it without having to kill them first. Look at them wind up those punches. They doing those Sonic F smashes, dude. Still willing to dress as Luigi costume and play the game for 500? Oh, absolutely, dude. I need the money.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
I need that money to pay my taxes, guys. I'm broke as fuck. I don't like the Dragon Ball art style on anything that's not Dragon Ball. I know that seems really weird, but I don't know. There's just, I don't know. I only like it on Dragon Ball and nothing else. Yeah, that's actually like the main reason why I've never tried a Dragon Quest game, because I don't think the art style like translates well like into a video game. You know what I mean? Like, I think that art style is only good for like, you know, like 2D anime production. You know what I mean? No, I do want to get DQ11. Like, I'm gonna just kind of like try to deal with it and finally delve into it. But that's why I've never played the series. Honestly, like I love RPGs, but I've never played Chrono Trigger just because something about the art style, the DBZ art style, the Toriyama, you know, art, like, I don't know, I just don't like it, man. I don't like it outside of Dragon Ball. I thought you guys would react a bit differently to that. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, if you like the art style, you like the art style. Why does it matter what it's attached to? That's what I thought you guys would say. Yeah, I know I usually get flamed for, you know, speaking on how I feel and my opinions and shit. Okay, I'm shocked you guys understand where I'm coming from on that one. I figured that would be super weird. But that's cool. That's cool. I know how y'all are, and that's why I stream, right? That's one of the major reasons why I stream, because the YouTube community is ass. They can't accept difference of opinion or preferences or nothing. They can't accept facts, even when it's not an opinionated matter. They can't, accept facts. But no, with my Twitch chat and shit, like, you guys are like regular fucking human beings. You know what I mean? Oh shit, what the fuck? Y'all aren't fucking crybabies. Y'all can, stand and handle someone having different tastes. K for Kojima straight up. Yeah, someone called me like the N-word over my Death Stranding video, and he's like, of course an N-word like this guy wouldn't like Death Stranding because, the whole black people will have a low IQ, type shit that racists be saying, all that type of junk. But you know what? Comments like that don't bother me at all. Like, I find that shit hilarious as fuck. Like, it's weird to put it, but it's like racism isn't funny, but it's like I find it funny because it's just hilarious how people are like stupid enough and ignorant enough and degenerate enough of human beings to actually be racist. You know what I mean? It's like I find it funny that they're that pathetic type deal. You know what I mean? And that I find it really hilarious that they think that they're gonna come on my videos calling me the N-word, and they think I'm gonna get bent out of shape over there, right? Like, he called me the fucking N-word. Like, oh my god. Like, right? I'm not gonna fucking react that way. You know what I mean? Like, as LTG would put it, I'm a new age black. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll tell someone like, hey man, like, you shouldn't be saying that word. Don't call me that. I'm not saying that I don't care if people say it in the sense that I think it's okay that people say it. Like, no, it's not okay. But if you're saying it at me, it's not gonna offend me, the slightest. No effect. No effect. We know when you're playing Fire Emblem, and you have a tank character out, and one of the AIs runs up and attacks him with just no damage, like that's what it's like when you call me the N-word, just like, bring. Like, okay, like, was that supposed to do something? What the fuck I look like giving you power over me by uttering a single word? You know what I mean? Damn. What the fuck is that voice? Hello? I'm sure for the last few days, it's hidden so stupidly. I'm sure for the last few days you have seen me going back and forth with like Shadow Fox. Like, it's not because I want to debate with him or go back and forth with him. Like, no. I just want to keep talking to him just to like see the type of shit that he says. You know what I mean? Like, and you guys see, like, there's no smile on my face. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, this is serious. It's like Animal Planet. You know what I mean? Like I'm observing him. And I was going to just see like how more and more ridiculous how he would get, and just how dumb he can get. With the shit that he would say. And if you guys saw the shit he said this morning, like, that's the type of shit I'm talking about, right? Like, I just kind of basically just kept probing for just more stupid shit. You know what I mean? What's up, Dylan? How you doing, dude? Shadow Fox stupid. This dude. I'm not trying to like insult him or anything like that. Like legit. I'm not trying to personally insult him or anything. I legit think there's like something going up, like upstairs, in that head of his. Like the shit that he does and he says, it's just not normal, It's just not normal, and I'm also sure he's into Yip.
Terminator 100 bonus 10 bro. Also,
sure
he kept saying false dilemma and appeal to audience. Fallacy. Bro, he's not up on the current Zoomer philosophy, bitch. We call that appeal to the majority and false dichotomy. WTF, use the common terms if you want to sound smart.
Exactly. Like that's my thing. Like, it's like he has this yo, what's up, puppy? It's like he has this like preset group of words that he determines he's going to use, you know, prior to a discussion. It's like, all right, yeah, these are the words I'm going to use. And like he thinks like those words, just using them just any old way and repeatedly is a way to just like auto win the discussion or something. You know what I mean? Like bro, saying anecdotal and fallacy, you know, like that. That's not how you win a discussion or a debate. Like, words. Yeah, that last thing he said was just so, like, bizarre to me, because it was like... Because, like, that was just some, like, damn, like, you just entered an alternate dimension type shit, you know what I mean? Like, he was like, I have proof. He told me that he had proof, and he can prove to me that most games this generation are not HD games, is what he said. And he was like, I can smack you with this truth. Now, once I show you these facts, are you going to accept it? And I was like, yeah, sure, show me the evidence. And then he was like, all right, it's like, yeah, let's do a debate. I'll show the evidence in a debate. And I was like, how about this? Show me the evidence right now, and I will do another debate with you on a live stream. And then he's like, look, and then he retweeted my reply. He's like, look at this guy asking me to provide evidence for his claim. I was like, what? Like, do you remember the discussion and how it was going? You made a claim you said you could prove and you were going to prove. But then he just snapped and said, this guy Shokio is trying to get me to prove something that he said. And I was like, what do you mean? The only person who made a claim here was you. And he said you were going to prove that claim. And now when I'm, you know, just doubling down on you and, you know, trying to get you to make the claim, it's like he's trying to flip the script and act like I'm asking him to do something else, or he's making it seem like I'm asking him to, as if I'm someone who made the claim and I'm asking him for evidence while I'm the one who made the claim in the first place, right? Like he was trying to act it seem like maybe I have the burden of proof. I don't even know. I can't even explain it to you guys. If you guys want to see what I'm talking about, just go to my Twitter and you'll see it. But it's just so bizarre and confusing. I don't even know how to properly convey it to you guys. And at that point, I mean, I already thought something was off with dude. And like I said, I don't mean that in an assaultive way. Some people have issues, you know, like, that shit's not funny. Some people have issues. But I already was thinking that a little bit. But after he said that shit, I was just like, all right. And you know, based off the fact that I'm also sure he's into Yiffy, I'm like, yeah, there's definitely something probably going on there. Like... But yeah, he's still arguing with me to this day that HD games are not a standard this generation. He's still arguing that HD is not a standard. He's not, unfortunately, he is not a troll. Unfortunately, he is like dead fucking serious about the shit that he says. What's Yiffy? Google it. But he believes in our second HD generation of consoles, these consoles that are outfitted with
Terminator 100 bonus 10 also, when you said that people would opt for the Star Fox game, that's $60 with online than the one without. He was like, prove and claim, but bitch, that's just basic economics. It's called rational actors. We assume that people ACTN their perceived best interest. That's one of the big bases for modern economics, like WTF.
Hey, Abby. See, and that's another thing, and that's one of the poorest. And what's the other guy? I don't know if you guys saw the other dude on Twitter. His name is like Let's Switch Games or something like that. He was sitting there trying to like help Sonic Fox and shit, which is funny because that guy ended up deleting a lot of his tweets after he posted them to me and shit. But he came along and he said, he was like, unless you could prove to me that every gamer in the world agrees with you that HD is the standard, we got nothing to talk about, bro. I'm like, first off, gamer consensus doesn't matter. Gamers would agree with me in the first place because I'm pretty sure there's no way there's more brainlets out there like them, first off. So it's like, yeah, gamers would agree. It's like, secondly, it's not up to gamer consensus. We're talking about resolution for games. Right? Like, we're talking about something that is measurable, that is observable, right? That is detectable. I don't need to ask every gamer in the world if they believe HD is a standard for games this gen, right? Because it's not about consensus in the first place. It's not an opinionated matter. You can pixel count these games. You can ask a developer, what game does this game run in? You can use tools, measurement tools, to read the resolution of a game. Like, you don't need that. But more importantly, him and Shadow Fox, they do this really poor debate tactic. And if you guys are into debating or you like arguing, don't do this. Don't ask for an impractical proof. That's one of the weakest ways you can fucking, that's one of the weakest ways you can fucking argue. Right? Like if a flat earther's like, unless you can throw me in a shuttle right now and take me outer space, right? You can't prove that the earth is round. Like, type shit. You know what I mean? That's one of the worst ways to fucking argue. It's to ask them to prove something in a way you know is completely impractical. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, let me hit up every gamer on the earth. You know? Right? And let me ask every gamer on the planet if they believe HD is a standard. And then and only then will he accept that HD is a standard for games, right? It's such poor arguing tactics, dude. It's so fucking poor. And Shadow Fox likes to do that shit too, man. They ask you to prove something a particular way, and of course you don't need to prove it that way in the first place, right? But they ask you to prove something in a particular way because they know that what they're asking is impossible, right? It's not practical at all whatsoever. But yeah, like, Shadow Fox would be like,
Terminator 100 bonus 10. Also it's funny when he said that rebutted you by using the legal definition for industry standard when based on your claims you were clearly using the colloquial usage LMFAO.
You know, Herky, you should fucking debate him because you're actually a debater. Like, you're actually in the debate team and shit. Like, you can't, when you're debating someone and they use a term or a word you know is multifaceted, it has multiple different contexts and definitions, right? You don't take the word that they said and you know how they're using it and you're like, oh no, you're wrong because under this definition, right, like, that's not what that means. It's like, you know what definition, which context they're using that under. Like don't do that, man. Don't fucking do that. Because his whole argument, originally, because now the argument has actually changed up, which I should have pointed out to him, but I'm sure he fucking knows because he changed up on purpose. But the argument changed up. First, he was saying HD wasn't a standard because he was saying that there is no non-profit organization that requires games to be in HD. Right? So he was talking about the actual legal definition of standard, like how cars need airbags, like that type of industry standard. And he swore he was just getting me with that. He's like, there's no organization enforcing every game to be made in HD. It's like, nah, you don't fucking say. It's like, no one's like, dude, like, oh my god, dude. But that's what happens when you're this fucking pseudo-intellectual, right? Y'all know those like galaxy brain memes with the blue guy who's like shining and he's in the universe and shit. Like, he wants to be that. He wants to be a galaxy brain so bad. So, but that's what happens when you're a pseudo-intellectual galaxy brain wannabe. You try pulling shit like that and you think you're just being so clever. You know, you just think you're being so clever and so smart. When in reality, you're just making yourself seem dumber than you otherwise would if you were just trying to be a normal fucking person and debate like a normal fucking person. Right? If someone says HD is standard for games this generation, why would your first thought, hearing someone say that, go, wait a minute, there's no organization enforcing that game should be HD? Like, right? Like, who fucking does that? Am I walking in a circle? Like Sheldon. Nah, Sheldon's way fucking smarter than that dude. Yeah, if he said, like, it's expected, but we're not entitled to it, that's something different. But he just straight up saying it's not a standard. But yeah, once I basically wore him out on the definition shit, because I posted definitions where, you know, standard means a lot of things. Standards could just mean common, the norm, the majority, right? The regular thing. It's simple as fuck. It's not that hard to understand what people mean when they say something is standard. You know what I mean? So then that's when he made his claim that he can prove that games are actually sub HD this gen. The majority of games are not HD games, which of course we all in here have common fucking sense. No, the fuck he can't, which is why he hasn't proved it yet. Now, let me specify though, Snake, like, a lot of times whenever I rant about Nintendo fans, most of the time I'm talking about the YouTube community specifically. I swear to God, like, you wouldn't think that there'd be a difference in, like, just a website that people go to, and of course there's, you know, there's people who are on Twitter that are also people on YouTube, you know, so on and so forth. But I swear, there's just something about YouTube and the YouTube community, like, those motherfuckers are dumb, dude. Like, I don't know what it is. So, like, yeah, most of the time when I'm ranting about, like, Nintendo fans and shit, it's in particular about, like, the YouTube community. Well, the problem with his logic is that, if he were to, like, just go with what he was saying and using the logic that he was using, and we're to just apply that to everything else, then at that point we would have to remove every other use and definition and form, you know, of the term standard. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Like how it's standard for an American restaurant, right? Like a restaurant with American cuisine. It's standard for them to have ketchup, right? Now, no semi-rational human being would hear that sentence and be like, wait a minute. The official FCC does not mandate that restaurants should have ketchup. Right? Like, or some shit like that. But for some reason, well, I know the fucking reason. The only reason why he decided to contest something that is such a simple concept to understand, that is universally accepted, that no one would actually really fucking argue with, the only reason why he decided to contest it was because I said it. And he doesn't like me. That's it. That's all it boils down to. That's all it boils down to. If he just saw some random YouTuber in passing say it, or one of his friends, he would think nothing of it. He'd just be like, yeah, it's standard. Most games are HD these days. Everyone knows that. That's common fucking sense, right? But because I said it, let me see, what angle can I attack this in? This is definitely something I know for a fact. This is definitely something I know damn well I fucking agree with. But because this is that motherfucker Shokio, and I just really hate this fucking dude, and I'm such a pseudo-intellectual, I'm gonna grow to galactic proportions. You know, just expand my galaxy brain to full capacity and come up with this 2000 IQ angle to make me look like it's intellectual to prove that he's wrong about this simple statement that I know is actually fucking true. You know what I mean? I don't know how old he is. I think he's like I think he's like 30, 31. I think he's slightly older than me. I'm just simple with it. Like, no, that's not true, because this. You're wrong. 2 + 2 = 4. You know? He's over there talking about, but you see, the crithesis of the you know, the imperium of the conundrum, and like dude, like stop! You're not doing yourself any favors. Well, here's the thing, Dylan. Like, I wouldn't mind using a top tier if there was somehow a top tier I could play where I didn't feel like what the fuck I'm doing is fucking cheating. Or I'm doing some shit that feels undeserved, right? But that's the problem. The problem is that 9 times out of 10, being a top tier comes along with just kind of having some unfair shit that feels cheap or feels undeserving. You know what I mean? People think me not wanting to play top tiers has to do with some like self-righteousness. Like, it's not even about that. Literally, I can't get enjoyment out of a game playing a character where I feel like I'm robbing my opponent. You know what I mean? Just constantly. And just hitting them with stupid shit that didn't require any thought process or nuance from me. You know what I mean? I can't do that. It's the other guy's fault for not having to go. And I hate when people say that too. I hate when people say like, yo, it's not my fault you won't play a top tier too. Like, don't get mad at me for picking my character. You can pick up any character in this roster. It's like, that's true, but that also ignores the fact that people play games for different reasons, right? And that also ignores the fact that people get enjoyment out of the games in different ways, right? I love fighting games because I love the idea and premise of doing this like mental game of chess that's like really active and it's fighting, right? Because that's basically what fighting games are. I love fighting games because of the human versus human proponent. So knowing that's the basis of why I love fighting games, if I'm using a character where it takes my input out of my hands and my character is just fucking derping on my opponent for me, right? That defeats the whole purpose of why I'm playing that fighting game in the first place. So that's why I can't play stupid characters and have fun. I just can't. Where the fuck it go? I don't have the fucking... It disappeared! Where did the saw go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I didn't fucking... How'd it go all the way over there? Does he not see me? Does he not know where I am? Like, seriously. This game's just way too slow, man. It's just way too slow for my liking. I know that's the point. I'm just saying. Like, boss fights are supposed to be like the most fun and, you know, energetic moments. These boss fights be having me resident sleeper, man. I'm trying to get him to attack this fucking plant over here. But he's acting stupid. What in the fuck? Yeah, this game is like incredible. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, wait, this is a boss fight? Yeah. This is a boss fight. Isn't it exhilarating? High octane action. So it went away the moment he freaking... What are you doing? Oh my god, what are these controls, dude? Oh my god, dude. Wii music at better possible. What are these controls? Like just aiming, like trying to charge your flashlight and moving and aiming at the same time. It just all feels so off, dude. I can't believe y'all. I can't believe y'all boosted this series the way y'all did, man. I gotta say, for once, I am very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in your guys' taste. Y'all were really like boosted the fuck out of this game. Like, I was just gonna be so wrong, and I was gonna have a blast, and you guys boosted the shit out of this game. I'm so bored. I am so fucking bored, dude. I'm right here, dude. This shit is taking so long, dude. Cut this. Cut. So you know how some games are like super crazy, really stressful, and like they drain your energy that way because you're putting in a lot of, you know, like brain juice? This game is the opposite. It's like, it's so boring and lame and unfun that it's draining me that way. Like, this is draining my life force right now. This game might be really good for like interrogating terrorists. Like, 30 minutes of playing this game, they'll be ready to fucking talk, dude. They will be so fucking bored out of their minds. This can definitely be an interrogation tool. It went away! Y'all saw that, right? It went away the moment he lunged at it. I might have to get off after this, man. This shit is draining me. Y'all really boosted this game. I mean, to each their own, but like, holy fuck. Holy shit, dude. Fuck. I can only take so much. And I've already been playing for 2.5 hours, man. You guys got your Luigi fill for the night. Hopefully I can finish it up in 2 more live streams. We'll see. Okay, so question for anyone who may have finished the game. That missing floor next to B1, is that an optional floor? Or is that a floor that I have to do? I am not enjoying the game. It's going about as well as I knew it would go. I have to do all of them. Fuck, okay. God damn it, dude. Halfway done. Halfway done. It's August, not that much longer. Okay. Only have to suffer for a little bit longer.